So this is the other Nissan Rogue, and it's almost like the saying goes, you gotta choose one of lesser evils or something. So yes, this has been smashed. It's an accident, and it's not a big deal. It's not a big issue. Everything's repairable. And as a matter of fact, I got this Nissan Rogue as a parts car for my wife, and that's what it's gonna be right now. It's gonna be parts. So saving me more money down the road, because guess what? She needed a couple of doors for her car. She needed something to hold her hood up. She needed like she really didn't need it, but she needed a gas cap because that one was not there. She needed like a thing that holds the hood up, hood latch. But anyways, see how easy it is? We just popped that out. This is very dry. I could tell this is good, and this engine is actually working really good. There's a couple issues here. This motor mount is not straight. This would need to be pulled. Chances are it's not really good to try to, you know, fix that being the way that it is. Most likely it's not going to pull out because something is off. But we're not going to be talking about the body here, but I will tell you that some of these fuse boxes, they have misplayed. So I mean, I misplaced like that, dislodged a little bit this way, and I could see like this one is broken off because of that. So it's like almost like, okay, what's gonna be easier, fixing all this and then, you know, putting insurance on it, or maybe just pull this engine off and pop it in that one? You know, which one's gonna be easier for you? That's what you got to do. So that other Nissan Rogue is a sports model, so most likely I would just end up pulling this engine and sticking it in her car along with the transmission, causing it to last a lot longer. So, you know, we could do that, I guess. So anyways, let's go ahead and actually remove the spark plug now. We got our needle nose. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that. Okay. So what I like to do next, just go ahead and pull it out and just use this as a tool to pull out like this. Guys, this car was a really good investment right here. It definitely has a lot of stuff that I need. I would say it was well worth the $700 that I paid for it. So I actually paid a little bit over $1,000, but it was $700 before the fees and everything. So let's see. All right, as you could see, this spark plug, it's NGK. It's exactly the same type of spark plug. This oil residue is from the actual tool that I just used. So I'm gonna compare these two, and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts. Okay guys, first of all, I have placed you know, this is the one I just pulled out. This is one of the coil packs. I placed it right here. This is an older one. You could see it's still got a little bit of oil stuff there. So we're gonna be sticking that in that other vehicle. This is a spark plug I just pulled out from the 2010 Nissan Rogue. So let's do the comparison. Upon inspection, I could see this one is gapped a little bit closer in than this one. So this one's actually worn out a lot more. But that's due to the gapping. And I'm kind of like looking at it, and I could see a difference for sure. I could technically take this one, tap it down a little bit more. I'm not going to do that. We also see there's some crud buildup right here. And this is due to the fact that possibly some smoke, some emissions, you know. So there's a lot of buildup going on, and it could be that well, oil was not really making it through, but because of all the misfires, I think this has built up over there. So not a good thing, but I doubt this will actually do any harm. It's not. So let's go ahead and actually install this new spark plug, and I guess put everything back and start it up. So I'm gonna drop it in there. When you're installing spark plugs, you don't want to jump a tool right away. So it's like, you know, try to first do it hand tight, and until it kind of tightens up, and then just give it a little bit more, you know, just tie it up just a little bit more. Now, some of you might be watching this and you're a pro, you're wondering why am I not using any spark plug NTCs. Believe me, I wondered that myself, but some jobs are in a hurry. So like they say, you know, this is I'm skipping some steps, obviously, but it's not important, because chances are it's gonna start leaking oil again, and I'm gonna have to get in there a lot sooner. So I think this block is aluminum, so I don't want to like over tighten it, because it could mess things up really badly. So let's go ahead and actually install these coil packs. Let's see, I'm gonna drop it down a little bit, install it, put it on like that. Here's the bolt from that other one. Leave that right there. I guess let's use this one. That's a little bit of oil on it, I guess. I don't want to do it too tightly. After all, you gotta do things smartly. You can't really force anything. Okay, and now we're gonna install that again. So it seems like I pulled these spark plugs out for nothing. But one thing's for sure, it's not for nothing, because I know for sure that these don't have no oil on them. So why should I remove the spark plugs? No need. I'm not gonna see anything new in there, so we're just gonna do what we must, no more, no less. So go ahead and install that. Remove this bag. Okay, it'll be a lot easier. This really helps having this longer type of tool here. It really speeds things up. So last but not least, I'm gonna put this in, drop that down, install the coil pack, make sure everything's plugged in nice and tight. Okay, so that is good. So very next thing is we gotta reinstall this piece. So the first thing we're gonna need to reinstall is this tube here. So that was quite easy, just to put it on like that. I'm gonna need my pliers back, and go ahead and take this clamp, move it down to where it was. Okay, so that about does it. So okay, so it adjusts right there. Okay, so now I'm going to stick this inside, lower this piece down. So now I'm gonna come in with my tool and go ahead and tighten this up, and I realigned it to go higher because it's gonna be a lot easier working on it next time. So now we have this piece, and install it right there. Okay, so that about does it. So now it's the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and actually start it up and see what's happening. Okay, let's start this car up, see what's going on. Go ahead and pull my gloves off. I don't need to get anything dirty. So at the very first, it started up kind of rough, but it sounds certainly fine. It says no fault codes detected. So remember last time we took it for a test drive, and when we took it for a test drive, it started shaking pretty much immediately. It was a pretty quick scenario. So this time, if the problem's there, it's gonna show up. But from what I could tell, things are working smoothly.